Hello and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got some breaking news coming out here for you that I want to share with you. So late last night, there was a missile strike in Ukraine coming from Russia. And I did report on that was going to be happening. I put a community post here on YouTube for you to let you know hours before that was about to happen. We had reports that Tu-95 MS bombers coming from Russia were supposedly heading towards Ukraine. Now, I don't know if these were used in the strike, but we do know that at least 20 missiles and seven Shahed attack drones were launched towards Ukraine and attacked multiple regions here. So, this missile that was supposedly entering Poland's airspace here, as you can see on the map, that's on the western side of Ukraine. And there's a town called, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm assuming it's Ozerdow. I might be saying that wrong. But it's right on the border of Ukraine and Poland. And the missile entered the airspace of Poland here for about 40 seconds before turning south and hitting a target in Lviv. So Lviv is a little bit south of where that red point is at. And yeah, this is actually the second time this has happened. This isn't the first time, okay? Polish airspace was violated by another Russian missile that was targeting Lviv as well back in December. So I pulled up this article to show you. This was on Al Jazeera. Okay, this was on Al Jazeera here. Poland says Russian missile briefly entered its airspace. Okay, and this was from December 29th. Okay, so this is the second time that this has happened. And I'm really surprised here that NATO's not reacting off of this. But as of this time, all they've done is basically they're requesting an explanation as to why this missile entered their airspace, what was the reason for it. And obviously, the target was in Lviv. So, why did the missile enter into Poland before going back to Lviv in Ukraine? So, I've got some information to show you. But first, I'll just kind of show you on a map here as well, a little bit easier to see map. Okay, so Poland is right here. This is Poland, and this is Ukraine. Here's the western side of Ukraine here, and here's Lviv. So this is the border of Ukraine and Poland right here. And the missile apparently entered into Polish airspace around this area here near Ozerdow. Okay, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong again, but Ozerdow. And then supposedly when it entered the airspace over here, it did like a 180 or a 90-degree turn and went down towards Lviv and targeted Lviv somewhere. Okay, so that's what that missile did. So I want to give you some more information here. I have a article from CNN, and we're going to go over this, just try to get some more information on what happened here. So Poland demands explanation after accusing Russia of violating its airspace. So this just today. Poland has demanded an explanation from Moscow after saying a Russian cruise missile aimed at Ukraine entered its territory. On March 24th at 4:23 a.m., so early this morning in Poland time, there was a violation of Polish airspace by one of the cruise missiles launched tonight by the long-range aviation of the Russian Federation. The operational command of the Polish Armed Forces said on X. The object flew into Polish airspace near the village of Ozerdow, Lublin Voivodeship, and spent 39 seconds in it, operational command said. It was observed by military radar systems throughout its flight. The report came after Ukrainian officials said Russia had launched about 20 missiles and 7 Shahed attack drones targeting the western Ukrainian region of Lviv, which is near the Polish border. There were also multiple explosions reported in the Ukrainian capital of Kiev. The head of the Lviv Regional Military Administration, Maxim Kozytsky, said that Russia hit Ukrainian critical infrastructure in the western Lviv region. Preliminarily, there were 2 hits on the same critical infrastructure facility that the invaders had targeted overnight, Kozytsky said on Telegram. Operational Command said on X that both Polish and Allied aircraft had been activated. So that was another thing. There was Polish Air Force that was activated as well to this area, and to make sure this missile didn't continue coming into Poland, and supposedly it turned back around according to this information. All necessary procedures to ensure the security of Polish airspace have been activated, the command said. Polish military is continuously monitoring the situation on Ukrainian territory and remains on constant alert to ensure the safety of Polish airspace, it said. The last time Russia violated Poland's airspace was on December 29th, like what I told you, 2023. Polish military said at the time an unidentified airborne object had entered its airspace from Ukrainian territory, and later Poland's most senior military officers said all indications suggested it was a Russian missile. Poland's foreign ministry spokesperson, Paweł Wronski, said in a statement on Sunday that the country called on Russia to stop terrorist attacks from the air on the residents and territory of Ukraine and to end the war and deal with the country's internal problems. Meanwhile, Kiev Mayor Vitaly Klitschko said on Telegram that a series of blasts had occurred in the Ukrainian capital, with missile fragments falling in the Desnyansky district. Explosions in the capital, air defense is active. Do not leave your shelters, Klitschko said. He added that fire and rescue units were headed to the scene. So this is very interesting because this is the second time that this has happened, and we don't have any kind of response from NATO. And also, this is not the only NATO member that has had their airspace and their land violated here, because we also had those drone strikes inside of Romania. I believe it was just last year, like in the middle of last year or something. And there were several drones that were supposed to be targeted in Ukraine near, I think it's like the Black Sea area or something. And they ended up falling into Romanian territory several times, actually. Some of the police and officials were able to go and retrieve the fragments from the drones that whenever they fell into the territory of Romania and exploded. So this is not the first time, okay? This is probably at least 3 events that we have had on NATO members here, for sure Poland and Romania, that have had their airspace and their land violated here, okay? And President Joe Biden has come out many times and said they would defend every inch of NATO territory, and yet even though their airspace gets violated by a missile, we also had Belarusian helicopters supposedly a while back that were invading Ukraine's airspace as well. I believe there was a story on that a long time ago. So this has happened quite a bit, and we never really get a response from NATO here, other than we just want an explanation. So very interesting that we're seeing this. But I just wanted to share this with you because yesterday was very active. There was a lot of bombings going on. Ukraine was targeting Crimea and the Belgorod region, and we had the Samara region getting hit in Russia. There was a oil refinery that got hit just about a day or a day and a half ago. So the last like 24 hours, 48 hours has been very active here ever since this Moscow terror attack happened at the Crocus City Hall. So let me know what you think down below. Share your thoughts. And if you got something out of this video, please smash the like button. And also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below and hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, I hope you all have a great day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Everybody take care and God bless. And we'll see you in the next one.